Hello, it's Jim Hutchens for the Jerusalem Connection Spot Report. Palestinian Authority President Mahmoud Abbas is going full bore. He's going for broke in order to get the recognition on the part of the United Nations of a Palestinian state. They plan to do that in September. He has said that he does not want to be confrontational with the United States on this because the United States ambassador at the UN has already said that it will be vetoed in the Security Council. It may pass in the General Assembly, where there are a whole host of Arab clones that have hostility toward Israel. But it will not pass the United States. The Israeli ambassador to the United Nations, Ron Prosor, is seeking to form what he calls a moral minority of nations who will oppose this move on the part of the Palestinians. Germany and the Netherlands have already said that they will not support it. France and Britain are indicating that as well. But it's a recognition on the part of these nations and the United States that this unilateral move is not the way to go. It has to be done by negotiations if there's ever any peace. My sense is, at this point, and it's based on my recent visit to Israel, that time and time again, the briefings that I receive from the Israeli Air Force members, from the IDF, the Israel Defense Forces, the Mossad, which is their CIA, their Shin Bet, their FBI, those who daily reassess the threat analysis do not believe that there will be peace with the Palestinians for generations. They're not planning on that. What they're planning to do is what they're doing right now, and that is, as they say, maintain or contain and manage the conflict. That's what's happening now, and they have the capacity to do that. And the way that is done, ultimately, is militarily. There has to be that threat, that capacity. My own sense is that there'll be a reevaluation of the role of the West Bank or Judea and Samaria. Israel has already said that part of that has to be a part of Israel for their own security and defense. That's sad. That is sad because the Palestinian people have been greatly ill-served, and that's a gross understatement. The leadership of the Palestinians, I maintain, are the sole responsible people for the plight of the Palestinians. Yasser Arafat was a godless, self-serving demon of a man, and I don't say that unadvisedly. The leaders who have followed him, even today, Al-Aqsa Martyrs Brigade, Islamic Jihad, Hamas, Hezbollah, Fatah, PLO, they're all the wholly owned subsidiaries of Iran, who arm them, who train them, who equip them. And so there won't be any peace with the Palestinians. As a matter of fact, I don't believe there will be peace until Jesus comes. The United States, the UN, the European Union, the Quartet are living in a dysfunctional denial in believing that that's a possibility. Peace will come when the Prince of Peace comes. And so we say, Od Yavo Shiloh. Until Messiah comes, Shalom Aleichem.